Sip Parutiyama, Sip Rumataji, Sip Pankaj, Sip Mirchandani, Sip Rekha. I hope Mukesh is okay. Sip Bliko, Sip Roop, Sip Sunil, Sip Sagai, Sip Rajan, Sip Abhinav, Sip Rajesh. And many of you who are logging in, welcome to this call. So today we have a very interesting subject, an enlightening subject. How will you know that you have attained enlightenment? Who would attempt to answer this question? All of you who have got different levels of enlightenment, all of you. So it's a good chance for you to test your enlightenment quotient. So who wants to try? Sunil Chittal, Chidanand. How will you know that you have attained enlightenment?
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam, sir.
The test that self-test that I can do that I've attained enlightenment is basically I live as a Siddha Prajna.
Very good. How will you know?
Obviously, when you live in the samsara, you're always hit with pleasure and pain, sadness and joy. And if you are able to maintain the equanimity of your mind, that itself is a test.
So you're saying you're okay. So I'm just taking your one word because we will not let all your words. So I'm only taking the one word that you said. So our dearest Chidanand tells us, if I reach, are you saying if I reach or you have already reached, Chidanand? Sith Pragya?
I think I've reached, but the samsara is taking the test.
Okay. So the moment you say,
I have to be alert.
Yeah, the moment you say I have reached Chitta Pragya, but that means there is the word but. In English, I love this word but, because I asked my driver, will you come and pick me every morning at 7 o'clock for my walk? Say, yes, sir, I will come. But the moment he says but, it means he will not come. That word but is enough. That word but.
Here the but is the samsara kicks you in the butt.
I know. I'm just telling that word but is very dangerous. I'm just telling we have to be very cautious about that word. So good. Our dearest Sunil Chittal has submitted that Sthit Pragya is the signal of knowing enlightenment. I want, oh wow, Ashok Chotwani, Abhinav, Rajesh Rao, Girish, Rumataji, all are going to speak. Start. Please start one by one. Ashok Chotwani. Shivam, sir. Shivam, sir. Bolo.
Sir, when we always live in consciousness that we are divine soul, then we can attain enlightenment, sir.
Very good. So Ashok Chotwani says, my signal of being enlightened is always living in consciousness. And Ashok Chotwani, are you always living in consciousness?
But sometimes I am disturbed, sir.
Good. We must be honest. We must be honest.
Yeah.
We must be honest.
Yes.
Because if we are not honest, then we are only fooling ourselves.
Yes.
Whether we have reached 99%, I'm telling you, although you all think I have been enlightened with the truth or realized the truth, I'm telling you, sometimes the devil steals my consciousness. What I can do? I lose my peace of mind. What to do? I'm telling honestly. But the beauty is I come back very fast. And I don't want you all to feel also that I position myself as some superhuman. No, I am like any of you. I'm just sharing. God has blessed me with certain realizations. The light has come on. I'm sharing with you with all humility and honesty. That is all. We are all on the same path. We are all on the same journey. So good. Ashok Chotwani says consciousness. The next person on the line is Abhinav. Abhinav Padwa.
Shivam, Guruji.
Shivam, sir.
So, Guruji, I believe that an enlightened person, he is not detached to the worldly pleasure and pain. And
he's not attached to me. He's not attached to the world.
Detached from these worldly pleasures and pains.
He's detached from the world. Okay. So that you are
And,
enlightened. The moment you're detached from this worldly pleasures and pain, you're enlightened.
and he is above this, likes and dislikes of samsara.
Yeah, correct. If you are actually above, what you're saying is not like the plane is 2 wheels on the airport and 2 wheels in the sky. Now, if you've seen a plane, sometimes when the plane takes off, it's like this. 2 wheels are on the ground and 2 wheels in the sky. That means the plane is not taken off. It is about to take off. It is not yet taken off. But once it takes off and the wheels go in and into the plane and the plane is flying, then you can't see the wheels. Then you are flying in the sky. So Abhinav, how much have you reached that state where you are not detached from the samsara?
So, Guruji, if I can recently share you an experience of mine. So, recently somebody in my family passed away. So, I was not that much settled.
Silence.
Yeah. So, maybe just because of the knowledge which you has departed us due to this, or maybe there is something within me. So, I keep on chanting the holy name. So today also I, sent you that message that chanting the holy name will lead to
Yes.
enlightenment.
Yeah.
So
I
to
try to
this
answer you all. All of
yeah,
you send me personal WhatsApp messages at least once a day. I try to reply, and sometimes if I miss your message, means please put a left arrow mark or please put a reminder. Sometimes I get hundreds of messages. I may miss a message, but I try my best not to miss a message. Every day I reply sincerely all your messages. So good, Abhinav. Anything more to add?
yeah. So I have a question over here, Guruji.
Please ask.
So what can we do, sir, in case if we know everything that there is suffering and suffering is due to desire and there are attachment, and because attachment is due to continuous contemplation of something. So we know everything.
Correct.
But in spite of that, we again get into this worldly pleasure, stating that maybe this is due to Maya.
Correct. So what to do? You're saying.
So yeah, so if somebody makes me angry, I easily get annoyed.
So what do you do when you want ice and you put water in the refrigerator and it's not becoming ice? Then what do you do?
I'll take it out from the refrigerator.
And how you'll get ice? You're putting
I'll switch on the refrigerator.
point one, the power is off. So you go and switch on. फिर भी 2 दिन के बाद ice नहीं बनता है. Then what you'll do?
I'll means put that to some other refrigerator. Maybe that refrigerator.
Okay. Or maybe you have not put it in the refrigeration portion, you put in the fridge portion, and therefore you put in the wrong shelf and the ice is not getting frozen.
Correct.
Or you put it in the right shelf, but the temperature set in the fridge is wrong. Or you change the fridge. What you have to do, the water has to crystallize. When the water will crystallize, it will become ice. So when your knowledge becomes, when you realize, from knowledge you realize, then you are enlightened. Therefore, our challenge is to reach that state. From knowledge, we must go to realization. I gave the example to you, the water in the fridge. Unless it will crystallize, it will not become ice. Abhinav? So you have to find out where you are missing. And that is the whole thing that we learn in this chat every day on Zoom call. We learn how to reach that state of enlightenment, how we can attain liberation from suffering. What is the method? We are all suffering. We all suffer in this world. How do we escape? Pain of the body, misery of the mind, agony of the ego. How do we overcome? So I hope I've given an answer to you. The word you need just like, you remember the example. I've given an example so you'll never forget. Just like water in the fridge must crystallize, your knowledge you should realize. And you realize when you open your real eyes. When you open your real eyes, the darkness of ignorance will vanish. And then you will realize, for example, death. Death is only a sunset. Sunset somewhere becomes a sunrise somewhere. Death is not the end. It is just a bend, for example. For example, this whole samsara is Maya. Maya means illusion. Nothing is real. It's all a projection. It's all an illusion. So all these step by step, they take us to that ultimate goal of liberation, enlightenment, becoming one with the Supreme. Thank you, Abhinav. You can come back with other questions. Rajesh Rao and Girish. We are back on the main subject. And the main subject today is, how will you know that you have attained enlightenment? Rajesh Rao.
Sir,
Are you giving a
जब
Hindi shairi again today?
सुख सुख ना हो दुख दुख ना हो, जब सुख में दुख का ज्ञान हो और दुख में सुख की ज्योति हो, then I think you are enlightened.
I knew he's going to come with another Hindi shairi. What did he say? जब सुख में, repeat please.
जब सुख सुख ना हो दुख दुख ना हो,
हाँ.
जब सुख में दुख का ज्ञान हो
हाँ.
और जब दुख में सुख की ज्योति हो, तो समझो कि आप enlightened हो गए, enlightened हो गए.
Okay, thank you. So Rajesh says it and he stops. He doesn't say anything more. I will not ask him what more you want to say, because he'll say, no, I already told what I have. Am I right? आपने बोल दिया और कुछ बोलना है, हो गया. Okay. Thank you. So let me interpret what Rajesh is saying. He says that we should be above the happiness and the unhappiness waves of this world. We should be happy even in the moment of unhappiness. And in the moment of happiness, we should become sensitive that unhappiness will come. Let it come and go. It's okay. This is what, in a sense, he has said. We should not be, the moment you are free from joy and sorrow, you are basically liberated. He says enlightened. Thank you, Girish. Girish is always a master. Let me see whether he's coming with a master stroke.
When I go beyond knowledge to realize the truth,
yes,
and such realization is not wiped up off by the thoughts,
yes,
then I know that I am enlightened.
When I go from knowledge to realization and I'm not under the control of the mind and thoughts. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. No,
because
such
the moment
realization is not temporary in the knowledge state, which is not wiped off by the thoughts.
So the problem, what Girish is saying, that I know I am enlightened with the truth when I don't have these moments of sparks of realization. That sparks of realization come, then the mind comes. Huh? What this mind song we can say? Man ye dushman bada, hame satata sada. Man ye dushman, man ye मन माया में ले जाता है, संसार में डुबाता है, हमें दुखी कराता है, ये मन ये. So Ashok Nichani's song. So my point is, my dear friends, a good point. He says that when there is steady. In fact, what this is similar to what our dearest Chidan and Sunil Chittal told. When I'm in that steady state of sthit pragya, this is what Sunil. But you know what I promise all of you. I'm Yoga Narasimhan. You're next on the line. What do I promise all of you in this call? I promise you that SIP will give us an answer which is like the best answer in the world. Because I believe that SIP is with us in this call. And SIP will give, today SIP is giving such an answer, the answer is just forming in my head. SIP is giving such an answer that all of you, you know when you are enlightened. All of you are confused. I can tell you. That's why Samatma is not raising her hand. Sudeep Bhargava is quiet. Yogini is not saying something. Bliko is still not opening his mouth. Because you all don't know. You don't know, have you attained enlightenment? Why you don't know? You should know. You should know. Why you don't know? Because the mind is stopping you from realizing this. And today I believe, maybe some of you may give the answer before SIP gives me the answer. Some of you may be more connected to SIP. What is the guarantee that my connection with SIP is stronger than your connection? So
I want to add to that.
Yes, sir.
When the sense of separateness, me, you, otherness ceases, there will be silence of mind. There will be cessation of suffering, joy and happiness. I no longer seek or struggle.
Good.
I live without fear, no boredom, non-attached, no loneliness. Know that I will not die, only the body will die.
Very good.
All
Very
such things will follow.
Excellent. Good. Very good, Girish. You're absolutely right, path. Only today I want to give you what SIP is giving me at this call. Already SIP has given the flash to me. SIP has already given the flash. When I asked SIP, how will somebody know they have attained enlightenment? SIP gave the answer.
And I will not remain.
Correct.
After that point.
Correct. And I will tell you exactly how you will view it. Yoga Narasimha.
So when you experience
yes,
when you experience Aham Brahmasmi, when you have that Aparoksh Anubhuti, then you know that you're enlightened.
Correct.
Like
Agree.
when you go through that experience, that you're not the body, mind, and ego, and you're the God Himself. That is Aham Brahmasmi, sir.
But when do you know? Like I told you just as you were talking, Sip gave an example to me. When do you know that the plane is actually off the ground and flying in the sky? When the wheels are no more touching the ground, first of all, and the wheels have been by the pilot. He presses the button, and the wheels go into the plane, and the plane is now above the clouds. Then you know you are flying high. How do you know you're flying high?
That experience itself will give us that feeling, sir.
Correct. My point is, how do you know that feeling is eternal or that feeling is not eternal? That is the biggest challenge. What if that feeling, who told, who one or two of you told that but came in between? That unfortunately, Ashok Chotwani said, he says, but sometimes I pulled back. You agree? How many of you dispute this? That the problem is we all reach that state of enlightenment, that state of realization, but this problem is only but. रू माता जी बताइए.
प्रणाम गुरुजी. शिवोहम.
प्रणाम माता जी, बताइए, आप बताइए क्या सॉल्यूशन है इसका?
गुरुजी, when one is in Satchitanand and is living as Ru, then the person is enlightened.
हाँ रू माता जी, लेकिन ये जो रू है ना, कभी कभी ये रू कभी रू है और कभी कभी उर्र हो जाती है, वो रिवर्स हो जाता है.
हाँ जी.
होता नहीं होता है?
होता है.
आपके शब्दों में कभी कभी ये रू हो तो भगवान है और रू नहीं हो तो फिर शैतान हो जाता है. फिर क्या प्रॉब्लम, फिर क्या सॉल्यूशन क्या है? ये जब ये भगवान से शैतान होना, शैतान से भगवान, वापस भगवान आता है, वापस बहुत जल्दी भगवान आ जाता है, लेकिन ये कभी कभी शैतान आता है, तो क्या करे रू माता जी, बताइए सॉल्यूशन क्या है इसका?
रूम में ही रहने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए. किल द
नहीं,
माइंड,
सॉरी
cremate the mind, cremate the mind, cremate the mind, shut
So
the
today,
door.
you know, all of you know the answer. The beauty is all of you know the answer, but all of you are controlled by the mind not to give the answer. I am wishing that I don't have to give the answer today. You will give the answer.
Control over the mind.
Ah, that is true. Rekha Parvani, and then Samatma, and then I'll give the answer. What
Shivoham.
Sip has given me the answer. Shivoham.
For me, every day we have a war between the mind and consciousness.
Yeah.
But I have realized, and I fight back. In fact, I overcome this with ask AiR formulas. So I know that I'm in this path and I'm moving forward. And like, for example, this surgery had lined up and 2 months I was unwell, but I fought this with that the body is suffering, not me.
But Rekha, I hope the
Yes,
surgery was okay today, right?
Yes.
How will you know, next point, that you have attained enlightenment?
Yeah, so I accepted and surrendered to the Lord that we, maybe karma, we have to go through this. So I attained this like realization that the surrender to the Lord.
So let me ask Samatma. All of you are right. You're not wrong, but you are not giving me the certification.
Yes.
None of you is giving me the certification which I have given you many times.
गुरुजी,
Yes,
जब
Samatma.
लाइट ऑन हो जाती है, जब गुरुजी लाइट ऑन हो जाती है, अंधकार दूर हो जाता है.
करेक्ट, बिल्कुल. लेकिन रू माता जी, लाइट ऑन होती है, अंधकार दूर हो जाता है, फिर तुम्हारा मन आके बटन दबा देता है, फिर अंधकार हो जाता है. होता है नहीं होता है?
होता है.
Samatma.
Shivoham, sir.
Shivoham.
When you realize you are sick and everyone around you and everything around you is sick, then you have reached enlightenment.
Correct. But some of you say, don't you say, I can see sip in everybody, but in my worst enemy, I cannot see sip. Or somebody I dislike, I cannot see sip. Suppose you see some kachada ka dabba. Can you see sip in the kachada ka dabba? Many people find it very difficult.
No, now I have kept a milestone for myself. I could see sip in my pets, my plants, my friends, animals, everything. But I had kept a thing that the day I can see sip in my mother-in-law, I can say I crossed it. And I did cross it.
Okay. The supreme immortal power, sip. Many of you who are new, the supreme immortal power, God is, we call God sip. And so she said, if I can see sip in my mother-in-law, then that means I have reached that. Okay. So should I give you all a clue on the answer, or should I give you all the answer?
Shivoham, Air.
Shivoham. We have Chidanand and Abhinav also on the call. Yes, Yogini.
When you get this aha moment, then you come to
Yogini,
your enlightenment.
you get the aha moment. Okay? But this aha becomes ha-ha. From aha, it becomes ha-ha-ha-ha. Then from aha, when it becomes ha-ha-ha-ha, then what happens?
The ha-ha-ha will not come now because we have crossed all that.
It
and
will
then
come.
only we are getting the aha
It will
moment.
come. Let me see. Chidanand, you got the answer, Chidanand?
Yeah, apart from being a Siddha Prajna, I am able to see sip in everybody and everything. That's virtually what we call Prema Yoga.
All of you are right. But I want to give you all today an answer which is concrete. Concrete answer of certification. I am enlightened.
Guruji. Guruji.
Yes. Bataiye.
When the consciousness gets separated from the mind and the body.
Yeah, basically when you slip into that state of eternal consciousness. When you slip into that state of eternal consciousness. So now I told you, your answers are all right. So should I play around and give you some clue, or should I give you the answer?
Clue,
what do you want, answer or clue?
Clue.
Huh?
Clue.
Clue. Okay. So I'm giving, then, but if I give the clue, then one of you will give the answer. Pakka. 100% you will give the answer. Because you all know the answer. Imagine you all know the answer, but you're not able to give the answer. You all know the answer. Okay, here it is. Here is the clue. Ready? The clue is coming here, and please be alert because the clue is now coming to you. Here is the clue. Ready? I'm giving you the clue. How will you know that you are enlightened? And this is the clue.
Ask.
This is the clue.
Ask, investigate, realize.
This is the clue. I'm reading. I'm only going to give you 5 more seconds.
Ask, investigate, and realize.
3, 2, and 1. Got it?
Ask, investigate, and realize.
Speak one by one. Some of you are burbling in between. I don't know, so I can't hear you. Yes, one by ask, investigate, realize. Rekha, that is not the clue. How to know enlightened? Somebody else?
So the butterfly.
What about the butterfly?
No, air, I know it.
Wait, Rekha.
Accept.
Wait, Rekha, wait. Yogini, what are you saying?
There's a butterfly on the eye.
Everybody saw there's a butterfly. So what? What does the butterfly got to do with your
So
enlightenment?
metamorphosis.
Absolutely right answer. Absolutely right answer. And I have taught you all 100 times. Enlightenment is a metamorphosis. When the caterpillar is no more a caterpillar, and the caterpillar, it's in the AiR logo. It's in the AiR logo. You're watching that every day. When the caterpillar becomes a butterfly, it cannot go back into being a caterpillar. Ashok Chotwani, are you paying attention? When you reach that state of being enlightened, you cannot go back. You cannot go back from a butterfly to a caterpillar. And this is called a metamorphosis. When you have attained the state of metamorphosis, nobody can change me. Yogini says, go to hell. I will not get changed. But some of you, so somebody says, नहीं वो क्या है ना, वो दादाजी आके बोला ना, दादाजी ने ऐसा बोला ना मेरे, हाँ, मेरे मेरे परमेश्वर पतिदेव ने ऐसा बोला ना, तो मैं क्या करूं, मेरे पति परमेश्वर ने ऐसा, नहीं मेरी बीवी बोला खाना देना बंद कर देगी ना, तो मैंने चेंज कर दिया. We get changed, or somebody just listens to somebody else on the internet and changes. My dear friends, how will you know that you have attained enlightenment? The answer, metamorphosis. The symbol, a butterfly. The butterfly can never go back to worm. You, the moment, Bliss, you understand? The moment you are free from the worm, you have shed the worm, you have shed the skin, and you are flying, mukti, liberated, free, in that state of anubhuti. All of you gave the right answers, but you did not touch the word metamorphosis. Over to you. You can ask me questions on metamorphosis, or you can question me, argue with me, fight with me. Now it's your time. Do you agree? Do you agree with the answer? Will this answer help you or not?
Yes.
Each of you will give your comments now. Good, Yogini, you got it from the clue.
Guruji, what exactly is, once you attain enlightenment,
Yeah.
you fly as metamorphosis is there. Like
Yeah.
I like the analogy of the aeroplane.
Yeah.
You fly, you no longer you're on the ground,
Yeah.
but you face air pockets,
But
and you have to
Chidanand,
deal with it.
but Chidanand, the aeroplane is a bad example. I gave the aeroplane only to take you to the example. Let me
Correct.
explain to you. Tell me why the aeroplane is a bad example. Can you tell me?
Because it has got the ability to land. It is not. It doesn't have metamorphosis. You cannot come
because
back.
aeroplane will again, wheels will come down again from the sky. It will
Correct.
come to the ground.
Correct.
From enlightenment, from darkness, you went in the sky. From the sky, you came back into the ground. Then what happened?
Oh.
What is the big deal?
Correct.
Always look at the butterfly and be inspired by butterfly. Be inspired. मुझे कीड़ा नहीं बनना है. मुझे कीड़ा नहीं बनना है. We are all
once
like
the state
worms.
changes, it changes forever.
Yeah, we are crawling. Chidanand, we are crawling in misery. We are all crawling when we are meant to be flying in the sky. We are meant to metamorphose. We are meant not to transform. We have to go beyond the transformation. We have to go into an irreversible transformation. The moment you have got an irreversible transformation, you are enlightened. Am I clear, or you think am I not? Am I?
No, absolutely clear. That is how it is. Yeah.
I like to leave you all, Chidanand. I like to leave you all with a clear picture. Matlab, nobody should come and distort this picture now. Nobody can distort this picture. Bliko, you got it, Bliko. When do you know you're fully enlightened, Bliko?
When you become metamorphosis, when
Metamorphosis.
Yeah, when it is change is permanent.
Come on. Then there's no reversibility. Bliko cannot become Bharat.
Yeah.
As long as one day I am Bharat, one day I am Bliko, kabhi Bharat, kabhi Bliko, kabhi Bharat. Huh? I tell Eru says, sometimes she says, I am Ruchika Singh. I told kabhi Eru, kabhi Ruchi, kabhi Eru. No, this does not work. You be always Eru. This is what Ru Mataji said. Hamesha Ru banna. Hamesha Ru kaise banenge? हमेशा रू कैसे बनेंगे? रू बन जाना, शरीर तन मन अहंकार को छोड़ना है, भूल जाना है. If we reach that state of transformation, like a plane going up, then again the plane lands, again the plane goes up, again the plane lands, again the plane goes up, again the plane lands, one day you will crash. No, you go into that state of metamorphosis. You become one with SIP. That is the goal. Yes, anybody else wants to question, ask? You're all thinking. Girish, you agree, or you have with all your thoughts? Will all your thoughts go into this one example or no? Whatever you told, everything will fit into this example or no?
Only after one person continues in this state for a considerable long period of time, then only he will come to know that metamorphosis has happened. Suddenly he may not come to know. That's just 1 minute ago there is metamorphosis in me.
When will the butterfly come to know it is no more a worm? It is no more a
When it
caterpillar.
starts flying.
That's all, no, Girish. It's only one moment, no, Girish. In that state, you go from a worm, you go from a caterpillar to a larva, pupae, and you become a butterfly. So also you go from pirlu, for purification, illumination, realization. Then there is liberation. You are open your wings and you fly. But you let somebody else to tie your wings with strings. Somebody else comes and they tie your wings. And then you say, I can't fly. What to do? I can't fly. You only gave your wings to somebody to tie strings. Now you don't. Now you're not. Now you're crawling like a worm. Whose fault? Your fault. So you control your wings. You have to control your wings. Rekha Parwan.
From where? What was the last before you had this metamorphosis? What was the last?
On 31st of August 2014, I realized that I need to go through this metamorphosis. I got the realization that I am not a worm. I am not to be a worm. I am to be a beautiful butterfly. When I got this realization, 31st of August. Then the metamorphosis journey started. I think it took me from 2014. It took me 2015, 2016, 2017. By the time it was 2-3 years, the complete metamorphosis got finished. Then I knew that I could not see the worm anymore in my life. I could only see the butterfly. But honestly, it took me a few years. Even after realization of the truth, it took me a few years. Let me tell you, this whole metamorphosis is not going to happen in one day. No, there's going to be tests. Even now, sometimes my wings, they are pulled down, right? But I say, no, I don't want to be a worm. When I'm pulled down, I open my wings and fly again. I don't let my wings get cut. I don't let anybody cut my wings. I don't let anything cut my wings because I'm very clear. I am a butterfly. I am not a worm. I will not crawl. My resolution and my realization is complete. And this is what I'm trying to teach you.
Which was that realization, Which was realization which made you get this spark?
That I am air, that I am the Atma and Ravi. I am not Ravi. Ravi is just a body that will die. I am not Ravi. I am the Atma in Ravi. I am air. The moment I realized I am air, you are also not Rekha. You are also air, Atma and Rekha. But you have the guts of telling somebody I am air. No, you'll say, क्या लोग क्या बोलेंगे यार? अगर मैं बोलूँ मैं air हूँ.
नहीं, मैं लोगों का नहीं सोचती हूँ. I want to say I'm air when I really realize it. I am in this part.
No, you will not realize until you say you are air.
Okay, then I will say I am air.
So you see,
I don't feel ashamed about anybody.
If Kiran Kathuria keeps on telling I am Kiran Kathuria, I want to be Ru, I want to be Ru, I want to be Ru, she will never be Ru.
Yes.
She will never become Ru unless he says मैं Ru हूँ. One day I told her Kiran Kathuria, she said क्यों मुझे Kiran Kathuria बुला रहे हो तो?
Yes.
One day मुझे डांटी. She shouted at me one day. उन्होंने डांटा मुझे. क्या क्यों मुझे किरण कथोरिया बोला? अरे तुम्हारा जूम के नाम आ गया किरण कथोरिया. मैं देख के बोला नहीं, मुझे क्यों किरण बुलाया? मैं रू माता जी. अशोक चोटवानी.
Thank you.
Sure, sir. Sir, on this journey, we have experienced that we are divine soul.
Correct.
And Sith is everything.
Correct.
So why we have taken too much time to become enlightened?
Because you are still crawling in the world. You are still crawling like a worm in the samsara. You are still not liberated from your desires. See, I'll tell you something simple, Ashok Chotwani. Suppose you have a desire. It may be for women. It may be wealth. It may be wine. It may be food. It may be anything. You have a desire, correct? What is this desire, Ashok?
Well, actually, I am desireless, sir, actually.
Okay, so then what is holding you back from metamorphosis?
Sometimes mind disturbs, no, sir.
But there's no mind, na? But there's no mind. Okay, how will you overcome the mind? Tell me, how will you overcome the mind?
Yeah, to sit in silence.
So, and if you're sitting silent, still the mind is coming, then what do you do?
Then actually I should away from that thought. No? I
You
should
have
close,
to
still the
flip
mind.
over. You have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
flip.
Yeah.
You have to flip to a state of consciousness. How will you flip to that state of consciousness? Maybe you need bhakti yoga, maybe dhyana yoga, maybe prema yoga, maybe karma yoga, maybe jnana yoga. You have to live like a yogi.
Yeah.
The moment a yogi becomes a bhogi, the mind has taken over. The moment, Ashok Chotwani, even one moment, yogi jo yog mein sada hi rahe, प्रभु के योग में रहे, संसार की माया में वो ना फंसे, सदा योग में वो रहे, प्रभु की प्यास हो सदा प्रभु से प्यार वो करे, योगी वो है जो माया से बच के रहे, प्रभु के योग में रहे. What happens when I am pulled? What happens? You think as a yogi, I live as a yogi. You think my yoga doesn't get broken?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes the yoga gets broken. I get very upset at myself. I get so angry at myself. And I tell myself, you useless third-rate fellow, you kachara fellow. I shout at myself. I say, why is your yoga broken? Stop it, stupid. I look at my eyes. Stop it, stupid. Stop it, you stupid, stupid fellow. Stop it, stupid. I tell myself. I really shout at myself. If the moment my yoga breaks, hey, you bloody stupid fellow. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I tell like that myself.
We have to shut the doors of wrong thoughts. No?
So I'm just telling you, I myself fail, but I don't fail so easily. It's very limited. 1%. That 1% failure I'm trying to overcome. 1%.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go to that source of that failure and I fold my hands and I say, please don't make me fail. Sometimes I fold my hands and I say, please don't make me fail. Oh divine, don't make me fail, oh divine. Because if the divine makes me fail, then what can I do? Because the divine has the power.
Actually, sir, at that time, I am also talking with Sip, sir. When I am disturbed, when I have a problem of mindset. Yeah.
You have problem mind, what do you do?
I am also talking with Sip when I have some problem. Talking with Sip, sir.
If you're talking with Sip, then Sip will help you. Sip always helps me. Sip always comes to my solution. Sip will sometimes give courage to do something. Sip will make you accept. Sip will make you surrender. Sip will make you act. Sip will give you the answer.
Yeah, I have experienced that so many times. Sip has helped me.
Okay, my dear friends, today I gave you all a magical formula. If you want to know you are enlightened or not, it's very simple. Has your life gone through a transformation? And is this transformation irreversible? Have you stopped living like a worm, crawling on this earth? Are you flying like a beautiful butterfly in the skies of Sip? Are you liberated from misery and suffering? Have you reached that state of Jivan Mukta? Have you reached that state of Sthit Pragya? Have you reached that state of being a yogi? Have you reached that state of flipping from mind to consciousness? Have you, what our dearest Rajesh said? He said, Sukh mein sukh na, I cannot remember his dialogues in the first time. Rajesh, bolo, kya bola aapne?
ना सुख में सुख ना दुख में दुख, सुख में दुख का ज्ञान और सुख में दुख की ज्योति.
You know, now let me explain this real meaning to you. Na sukh mein sukh na dukh mein dukh. You know what it means? For a butterfly, for an enlightened soul, there is no sukh mein sukh, dukh mein dukh. There is no sukh and there is no dukh. Everything is Maya. Samsar ki Maya se mukt hona, bhakti se ye hota hai, prabhu se gar pyar itna हो जाएगा, मुक्त फिर वो होता है, प्रभु से प्यार इतना हो तो संसार से मुक्त होना, प्रभु से एक होना है. We have to become one with the Supreme. We have to become one with the Supreme. And my dear friends, it's not so difficult. But every day I try my best. I really try my best every day to give you all one tip or the other. Yesterday, I gave you all the tip on Maya. Correct? Yesterday, the topic was Maya or something else. I'm not sure what was the topic yesterday. So, yesterday's topic was what happens to the self after death. Oh, we have not done the topic of Maya. Maybe tomorrow we'll try to do maybe Maya. Maya chupke se aake. I sang for all this yesterday. I didn't sing yesterday.
Yes, you sang it.
माया चुपके से आके सच को छुपा के मिथ्या को दिखा के बोले ये संसार सच्चा है ना सच्चा सब कुछ माया है. My dear friends, let us get into the state of enlightenment where we realize that we are Sip. You are the divine. You are Bhagwan. Don't be shaitan. If you let anything make you shaitan, then you have lost the treasure of Bhagwan, which you are. You are God. You are God. Don't behave like a dog, because you are not a dog. You are G-O-D. Don't become a D-O-G, because you are meant to live as G-O-D. Don't reverse your life and suffer like a D-O-G. With folded hands and all gratitude, I bow down to you.